The song was written by Mark Callahan, who came out from Ireland, and his family landed in Sydney and thought that they would just drive north until they found a place that they really liked, which turned out to be Bundaberg. And so the lyrics to Sounds of Men really started off as a poem, and it wasn't until we got down to Sydney that we turned it into a song. Now, the song was produced by Joe Wizard, who also did the Turtles, Happy Together. He was produced that record, and then Earth, Wind and Fire, and who else? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, and when we recorded the song, Reg Mombassa, who you might know from
Mentals.
Yes,
and the artist was the Surfwear. Member.
Exactly. He was a very inspiring fellow. He's a lovely man, actually.
Crazy bugger.
Yeah. That goes with the territory, I think. Anyway, so when we were rehearsing this song for the album, I suggested that we drop the This Is Australia part because it sounded a bit jingoistic. I still have nightmares where I wake up where the band actually listened to what I had to say. Because the song has now had, 3.5 million views on YouTube, which compared to some of these rappers isn't a drop in the ocean, but for us, 3.5 million has a nice ring to it. Anyway, it was the fourth song of our first album, and it didn't do very well until Coca-Cola picked it up as a, and I think we agreed to it a little bit too readily, in my opinion. But anyway, that's what we did.
That's history.
And the song started to become very popular, and then Julia Gillard, when she went to America, her and Obama swapped cultural icons, and GangGajang was one of the cultural icons.
Wow, go Julia!
Exactly.
So are you still getting through the coke? I mean, how many slabs have you got left?
Good question. I'll get back to you. Anyway, the house that I talked about, where our singer Cal lived in Bundaberg, he sat out on the patio and wrote about sitting out on the patio. Incredibly, that house with the patio still exists, and they've now named a street after GangGajang in Bundaberg. So if you go to Bundaberg, how's that? I mean, so look up GangGajang Way. That's the name of the street. But anyway, we became very popular in Brazil, and the first night we played there to 5,000 people in Rio. They came backstage. The only English that he knew was all the lyrics to Sounds of Men, which was pretty. I guess it's brought us up to this time last year, before the plague hit us. GangGajang, because 4 of the 5 members are from Adelaide, we were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Thanks, Greg. Thank you for all your work.
It was a pleasure.
Fantastic.
The check still hasn't arrived.
It's in the mail. Mr. M. Mouse.
So the slab of coke did arrive.
The coke's still coming. Anyway, that's a brief history of this wacky little song, 4th song off our first album that no one thought would do anything, and it didn't for years, and then it did. hear the sounds of them, and people talking and scenes recall. The money movement and songs that fall. And the battles this violence to lie in sweat often in the streets, and with the needle on finance bills. In a room of silent hearted flesh that certain texture, that certain beat brings home the days, brings home the nighttime swell. Out on the patio we sit, and the humidity we breathe. We want to lie them back over penny fields, laugh and think this is Australia. Open, your faces rest like diagonals and slowly to you. And in the distance, through the Hebrews, cowboys are silence, the cattle days, certain texture that certain beat brings home the nighttime heat. Out on the patio we sit, and the humidity we breathe. We want to lie them back over pain feels life and think that this is Australia. And sweat on familiar sheets, and with the needle on finance bills. In a room of salmon-hearted flesh that certain texture, that certain feel brings home the heavy days, brings home the nighttime sweat. Out on the patio we sit, and the humidity we breathe. We want to lie them and all the pain feels, laugh and think this is Australia. This is Australia. This is Australia.